Fredrik Haren is amazing. This guy travels the world, he sees everything, he hears everything, but he's able to connect all these ideas into one thing that makes sense.
And I think his experience working across different cultures, talking to different type of people, plays a very important role in credibility.
I have asked these 3 questions more than 1,500 times in more than 45 countries and in any industry that you can imagine, okay? From Supreme Court of Singapore to advertising agencies in New York. Everyone always says yes.
I've seen Fredrik many times, and I believe Fredrik is one of the most authentic speakers I've ever seen. So he's very real and true to himself.
A very authentic speaker, but he talks in terms of stories and those nuggets of insights about what makes people creative, what makes people think differently and therefore be innovative.
It's excellent at storytelling, because storytelling allows you to connect.
For 100 years they did great, growing with global great, becoming great, but they didn't become global as a company. They were still Danish as a company. 2009 changed all of that, because global financial crisis was hitting everyone, but you also know that shipping was more affected than almost all other industries, because when everyone else came out of the global financial crisis, shipping went into a deeper crisis, and they've been losing a lot of money. As he said, we lost a shipload of money.
And I think what is really surprising and what is really interesting for me is his content is so straightforward. We could actually get the information from his speeches and take back home right now
to really simplify that language, bridge that gap, and provide us at the middle management level in terms of action plans for execution.
Fredrik has helped me a lot into making complex subjects easier also myself. And I've learned that sometimes the message they want to be delivering must be very simple, easy to understand, and then you can dive into the more complex things if people need to.
To show that you can do it and show other people that you do it. And if I'm not wrong, that is the purpose of this event.
If as an audience or as a company you would want to inspire your employees, I think Fredrik is a great speaker, and he truly does what he's good at. I mean, he's speaking about creativity, but he's also speaking about broader issues, and he's able to connect with everyone. And I've never heard anyone after a talk of Fredrik that wasn't inspired. So he's really good at that.
He energizes people. When you walk out of after a speech, you feel stronger.
It's good to have confidence. You cannot be a creative person unless you have confidence. Think about it. If everyone goes in this direction and you are going to go in that direction, you will not do that unless you are confident in yourself.
He's always able to bring it in a new way, and he uses humor and connects with the audience in a fabulous way that you always feel special.
I think it's always entertaining to listen to Fredrik. It's not the first time it's happening to me, so it's always a good surprise. He has a good sense of humor and other things.
There are also some cultural differences here, meaning if you go to the West and ask Northern Europe, do you think you are creative? About 60% say yes. You go to Southern Europe, Spain, Italy, France, 80% say yes. You go across the Atlantic to America, what happens? Not 100, 95%. A few weren't listening.
But what is different from him and other speakers is that his one-liners stick to you.
So when you walk away, there will be always something that you remember, and it will keep you busy.
Presenting data, presenting to the audience, engaging the audience, or giving the content in the right way.
And at some points of time, surprise you with some startling statistics. As a speaker, he impresses, and I'm very happy that he keeps progressing on that level.
To me, Fredrik is one of the best speakers I've ever seen in action, and that's why I like it so much to see him over and over again.
And that's why I think organizations should really engage him as a speaker. And that's what I found as value over the past few days, and especially today's speech.
A truly brilliant speaker and a truly big mind, very visionary. Everybody should hire him.
I would definitely recommend him as a speaker.